Hey, welcome back to Occupy Democrats. And Donald Trump and his merry band of unconstitutional sycophants lose again. Has a nice ring to it in this breaking story, doesn't it? Which I'm going to show it to you in a few seconds. Remember this that started literally 10 years ago. This.
A heated dispute over gay marriage coming to a climax with cameras rolling. It's all going down in Kentucky, where one controversial county clerk is still refusing to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples.
And then just not so long ago with DeSantis in Florida and Disney, Colbert commented on this.
There's news from Florida, a.k.a. America's skin tag. We really got to get that looked at. Probably benign, but worth checking out. There's a fight brewing, you see, between Disney and Florida governor and man learning not to feed his snapping turtle pantsless, Ron DeSantis. Governor DeSantis is upset because Disney has vowed to help have Florida's Don't Say Gay bill repealed.
Because everyone's favorite gal at a county clerk's office in Kentucky is this.
Why? She says God's will is more important than the Supreme Court.
Your interpretation of the Bible does not trump the Constitution.
Oh, but it didn't stop there.
DeSantis wants Disney to return to celebrating traditional family units, one woman and 7 dwarves as God intended. So yesterday, DeSantis moved to strip Disney of self-governing power.
At any moment, the most talked about county clerk in America is expected back at work for the very first time since she went to jail. Kim Davis, you may recall, was locked up after refusing to obey the Supreme Court ruling on same-sex marriage because of her religious views.
DeSantis just kept going.
DeSantis made his threat yesterday morning, and Republican lawmakers delivered, quickly advancing a pair of bills targeting Disney within hours.
Good morning. With their Bibles and signs in hand, these people behind me started arriving here early this morning in support of Kim Davis. They say they are here to stand against what they call judicial tyranny.
And yet, of course, a same-sex couple put it right back in their face.
Right now, we know of at least one same-sex couple that plans to come here today and ask Davis for a marriage license.
Now, this seems like a bit of an odd decision by the supposedly pro-business party, especially considering Disney is Florida's largest private employer. Not only that, Disney's also the reason anyone goes to Florida.
And in a sheer act of petty childishness and power play, what can DeSantis and Donald Trump of Florida do? They do crap like this.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Static treated,
Yeah, let's just tear up the LGBTQ rainbow on a street because we have nothing better to do. So in this breaking story, good old Miss Kim Davis didn't let it go. Oh, no, because when it comes to not obeying the law, when religion doesn't exist in the actual Constitution. But in this breaking story, she tried to push it all the way back up to the Supreme Court, and guess what the Supreme Court said? Here is the story. Breaking news, SCOTUS slaps down bid to overturn gay marriage. The Supreme Court declined to consider a case on same-sex marriage in the United States a decade after its landmark decision granting same-sex couples the constitutional right to marry. Instead, the country's highest court decided to toss an appeal brought by former Kentucky County Clerk Kim Davis amid fear from LGBTQ advocates that the court would revisit the decision. The Supreme Court has a more conservative makeup since it decided Obergefell versus Hodges in 2015. In light of this decision, on Platform X, Morgan Freeman stated the following: breaking, Supreme Court denies request to revisit same-sex marriage decision. Yes. And user Annie Van Loor stated to Kim Davis, who is the source of this problem, sorry, Kim, stick to minding your own business. Supreme Court rejects bid to overturn landmark same-sex marriage decision. Gotta love the fact that Morgan Freeman chimed in on that. And this just goes to show how indeed dangerous every single thing you see Donald Trump doing. Despite the wonderful wins on Tuesday night, 6 days ago, the reality is not just gerrymandering of districts, not just gerrymandering of the courts, but the Supreme Court. And if we do not show up, stand up, and stay in this fight, when it comes to the midterms next year, we would lose, seriously lose. any form of democracy ever, because Trump does not want to leave, and he wants to stay relevant no matter what. He truly does not care about anyone but himself. You guys like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay frosty on this. See you soon.